Okay. Oh man. This is kind of happening. Hi. How are you guys? It is good to see you. And I don't think anyone's watching right now because I just went live for the first time ever on YouTube, which is kind of wild. But this will be saved so you guys can see it then. Anyway, hi. This is my my first stream on YouTube, and for me, this is kind of a huge deal. When I started this whole Twitch adventure, like almost 12 years ago, I honestly, a part of me thought I'd be Twitch like forever, but you know, things change. Oh my God, there's so many of you. What is going on? Are there people showing up already? Did you guys get like a notification or something? I'm not even live on Twitch right now. This is just for you. It's just me and you. Oh man. So anyway, hi everyone. Wow. So let's talk about this real quick. Let's talk about what's going on. So anyway, hi, my name is Cohh, if you haven't seen me live, and this is my first stream ever on YouTube. I've been a live streamer for over 10 years, and one of the things we've been doing, me and my phenomenally supportive mod team and everything, is we love designing new systems, making this whole streaming thing more engaging. You know, I think we got something really fun and special going on in the Twitch channel, and we love new tech, new experiences. You know, we have the CohhCarnage system, our entire custom infrastructure, all that stuff. So a couple years ago when they announced multi-streaming, I was really excited. I was like, oh man, awesome. This is going to be a whole new world. I can't wait for it. And then the message came through that the contract I'd signed a year prior actually meant that I couldn't multi-stream at all. And on top of that, my options were to either cancel the contract or continue it with its current thing. So understandably, I do appreciate that Twitch even gave me the option because they could have just canceled it. But I did opt, because everything was already going, to stay the course and finish that out. However, that's over. I am now completely a free agent for the first time in years and years and years. And instead of opting into exclusive somewhere, which to be honest, that's not really the state of the playing field right now, we wanted to explore multi-streaming. And one of the main reasons we wanted to do that was, there's two main reasons we want to do that. There's two. First of all, this is going to allow a higher quality broadcast to you guys than I have ever been able to do. This is going to be a 1440 true 60 at a significantly higher bit rate than I have been able to do in the past. That should hopefully mean that the quality going over to YouTube should be, everything goes as planned, significantly higher. So right now I'm actually streaming in 1440, and not only am I streaming at 1440, but the bit rate is higher. So that means that the resolution's better, and the rate at which everything is going is smoother and better as well. Hey, Joe Samper, thank you. Is that what a $5 tip looks like? I appreciate that. Thank you. I think that's the first one. And then somebody up here, did somebody sub? I don't even know how to read this. Oh my God. Well, thank you. I think somebody, yeah, well, okay. So good time to mention, over the next month. And the reason we're talking right now, over the next month is we're going to be doing a lot of work. We have spent the last 10 years making custom infrastructure only for Twitch. And in the next month, we're going to have to figure out how to connect, work, and figure out how all of this is going to work together. So we're going to have to figure out like the best way to get the CohhCarnage system working. How is the bot system going to work? How are we going to connect it? Are tokens going to work on YouTube? If they can't, can we make them? So like, there's all sorts of things that we're going to be working out over the next month. And we've never had the opportunity to do this because literally my contract said like, YouTube was acid, you can't touch it. So we haven't been in a position where we can actually do all this. But I'm incredibly excited to start exploring this because again, there are so few times in my life when I've been in this magical position where I get an idea and then I walk it over to an amazing team and a week later the idea is there. That's just how good Barry and Triwar and all these people are. So I'm thrilled and honored to be here for you guys. I cannot wait to get everything started. And oh, last two things before I go. My ADHD rattled brain has already forgotten the 2 points I was making. Okay, point number one, higher quality. That's why we're on YouTube. I want to give you a higher quality viewing experience, and I'm going to get that on YouTube. Two, now this is big. And everyone who I'm reading now in YouTube chat, I'm going to need your help because here's the thing. I don't know the answer to what I'm about to say. I don't know. So there are multiple answers to it, and I'm not sure which is the right one, and you guys are going to help me figure out which is the right one. And this is how we're going to do it. I want to change the way, potentially, that we do my YouTube. One of the options is instead of doing 30-minute episodes, I just leave the VOD up for that day, which then allows you guys to skip around in it, to go back and forth. It's one big VOD instead of lots of 30-minute things. And then we could like date those VODs so you'd know, oh, this is the 2-hour block from Wednesday, the 3-hour block from Wednesday. So we're trying to figure out, we don't know which one is better. We don't know which ones you like more. But now that I'm streaming on YouTube, we actually have that option. So what we're going to be doing for the next at least couple weeks is I've asked my YouTube guys to do both. So my YouTube guys are going to keep putting up the 30-minute episodes this week, and I am going to leave the VODs up too. Now, of course, you would go, why are you putting up the same content twice? Because I'm putting up the same content twice in 2 different forms, and I want to see which one you guys watch more. That's why. So not only will you be voting with your view over the next month, but please, please, if you prefer one or the other, feel free to leave a comment somewhere. I'm going to be watching comments, especially on the new YouTube videos like a hawk. And feel free again also to send me DMs. My Twitter DMs are open at CohhCarnage. My Twitch whispers are open at CohhCarnage. My Discord whispers are open. I am a fully open person and I don't mute or block anyone. So if you guys ever have any feedback, feel free to send it to me. I'm always up for listening, particularly when it involves the stuff we're talking about now. So on that note, I think that's it. I think I'm going to switch over to my intros, and then we're going to start the stream. Today is going to be Dragon Age Veilguard for the first part, and then I think we're going to do either Factorio or something in the afternoon. But it's going to be good. It's going to be fun. Wow, Vandella, thank you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Real quick, just so I understand this, I'm seeing people are subbing. I think they're becoming members. Whenever I see somebody become like I just saw a green message in my chat that says Jusip Kavastik, welcome to CohhCarnage YouTube sub. Does that mean he actually subbed? Or does that mean he followed? Like, that is a sub. Okay. So that dude gave me $5. That's true. Well, thank you. Okay, awesome. So I guess that stuff all got, I applied to that program last night. I guess it went live. So that's great. That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. That's super nice of you. Okay. Great. And thank you to everyone who has been subbing. So one thing, for instance, is those subs are not going into my notifier yet. So like that's a good example of something that we're going to need to be tying in soon because I do not see those on my notifier yet. Okay. Tyler and many others are saying, why YouTube? I talk about that a little bit in the beginning of this video, which will be available for a VOD later. The 2 reasons for YouTube are much higher quality and much better usage of VODs. Those are the 2 main reasons. So, and I am planning on doing both at the same time. So you will be able to see me on Twitch as well. Do you earn more money on YouTube subs or Twitch subs? I have no idea. That's all stuff I'm going to be looking into. I'm going to be blunt. I don't even know what my split is on YouTube. I'm not sure. So again, this all came hard and fast. I expected to spend like the last 2 months preparing for this, but then life happened in the last 2 months. So thank you, Barry. So it's so we're kind of doing this a little bit more off the cuff than I was planning. But you know what? We're gonna make it work as we always do, and it's gonna happen. So life marches on, and so do we. So on that note, I'm gonna switch over to my intro. I will see you fine folks in just a few minutes. And theoretically, this is the first time I've ever done this. Theoretically, I'm gonna click this button and it's gonna go live on Twitch. Yo. Oh my gosh, y'all. It is my first day multi-streaming, as you can tell, because everything is not sized properly, because I'm now streaming in 1440 true. So yeah, if you're wondering why everything looks a little bit off, it's because what you are seeing what you were seeing was what you were actually seeing before the resolution changed. So I am now in actual 1440 if you are at ko.tv/YT live, which is there. So couple quick things before we begin. I talked a little bit about this with the YouTube guys, but we're gonna talk about this on Twitch too as well. So I am officially on 1440. If you are on Twitch, things should be pretty much as normal. You don't need to do anything. I'm going to be continually streaming on Twitch. Everything is good, and you're fine. Now, there is a new option for you as of this morning. I'm currently also streaming on Cohh.tv/YT Live, which I'm streaming over to on YouTube. Now, this is going to do two things that are very important. The first is that it's higher quality. I can stream to 1440 at 60 frames per second at over twice the bit rate to YouTube than I can stream to Twitch. What that means is you're going to get a crisper, better looking image on YouTube. That's just how it works. That's just where those two companies are right now in terms of their infrastructure. So that's what happens there. The other very important difference we're doing this for is because now that I'm actually streaming this to YouTube, it opens up some very interesting options for you guys. For instance, on YouTube, you can go back in time on a live VOD. So if you tune into YouTube and you're like, oh God, I just got after the boss fight. I missed it. Oh damn. You can just click back and watch it. Awesome. So like that kind of stuff is huge. Like that's the kind of stuff that Twitch should have had 6 years ago, you know? So it's like, those are really important big features. And I know that many times when I tune into a stream, it's right at the end of something I want to see. And yeah, it's very, very cool to be able to do that. Second of all, then this is important for anyone that watches YouTube, even if you're a Twitch viewer on live. By streaming to YouTube directly, we can keep the VODs completely intact at the higher bit rate. So what we're going to do over the next 2 weeks is we're going to export and do our normal 30-minute episodes, but I'm going to leave up the VODs, the longer cut VODs. Now, of course, you would ask yourself, why are you leaving up two different forms of the same content? And the reason being is because that is the best possible way that me and my team can see what you guys want to watch. So not only do we appreciate your feedback on if you like the 30-minute episodes better or the long cut VODs, but please do me a solid and over the next couple weeks, pick the one you like and watch that one. If one of those options has significantly higher views than the other, we're probably going to commit to it. So I don't know if 30-minute episodes is better at the previous bit rate or if new long episodes are better at the new bit rate. We'll have to see. And since this is all for you anyway, you're going to be helping us make that decision. So that's kind of where we are with that. And a big thank you to you guys for that. Last little thing before we get to the gaming, because I know you guys aren't here for talking. The next couple months are going to be bumpy. We have spent over 10 years making entirely custom infrastructure for Twitch. And now the next 2 months are going to be basically amalgamating as much of that custom infrastructure as we can into a brand new system that we have not been able to touch until now. That means things are going to go down. That means features are going to be half developed. That means things that work might not. There's going to be a lot of work over the next 2 months. Barry Carline, we appreciate you. So there's going to be some bumps. I will try to do YouTube updates anytime there's like a major fire or something. But you know, just keep in mind, it's going to be a little bumpy as we figure everything out. So that's about it. We are playing more Dragon Age Veilguard today, to much of your dismays. But I do still want to see what this game has to offer. And also, to put it bluntly, I was thinking to myself this morning, there's not many better games that we could pull up on the stream to really take advantage of our new 1440. Say what you want about this game, but it's pretty. This game is pretty. So if there's a game that we can do today to really test this new thing, I think this is a good one. So yeah, let's give it a try. All right, this is also gonna be my first day reading 2 different chats. So this is gonna be interesting. Let's see how that goes. Am I gonna be trying out the Monster Hunter Worlds open beta? I do not have plans right now because I'm playing Factorio Metaphor and this game, and I'd like to continue all of them. So, yeah.
You get any new stock?
I don't know. Let's talk to you.
Did you find our scouts?
Quick question, by the way. How are you guys liking Wilds in both chats?
They're dead. I'm sorry. Elganon and Gillenane sacrificed them in some kind of ritual.
Creators. What about the rest of the village?
The ritual spread blight everywhere.
Oh, it's having performance issues? No, that's like the one thing. That's the one thing. Okay, anyway, hopefully it's good. All right, let's keep going.
The entire village was overrun.
The few who survived are controlled by
Yeah, I might
blood
have to try it
magic.
then.
Their minds are gone.
Algernon and Gillenane use them like puppets.
I will say, so far, the Darkspawn angle is the coolest part of this game so far. I love seeing the Darkspawn come back. I hope they really lean into that.
I dare say it was a show of force.
Oh. Is that? No.
They will not rest
It
until
is!
you are on
What?
your knees, fearful, cowering, helpless in the face of such power.
Lady Morrigan?
'Tis simply Morrigan to you.
Is that her same VO and everything? She looks so much younger. How does she look so young? Maybe she ate someone. Her mom ate people to get younger, didn't she? I wonder if she did.
Scout Harding.
Uh-oh.
What a pleasure to see you again.
Rook, this is Morrigan, an old acquaintance. I thought she could help.
Morrigan helped the Inquisition when Varric and I were part of it. She knew more about ancient magic than anyone, except Solus.
'Twas both pleasure and necessity to help then, as it is now. Stopping Elganon and Gillenane shall require many hands.
We gotta get handsy with
So
Morgan,
who
chat.
are you exactly?
You heard her.
I have borne many appellations. Advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, friend to the Inquisition. My place here, however, is but a humble advisor on matters arcane.
Thanks, Black
Witch
Falcon.
of the Wilds.
An honorific born of rumor and exaggeration. The fearsome reputations of your opponents, however, are duly earned. This dark turn of events shall only become worse.
Then I look forward to your help.
How refreshing. Your cooperative nature is appreciated in return.
What
No-
can you tell
oh,
us
no,
about
okay.
all this?
As dangerous
There's almost 3,000 people watching on YouTube right now? No. Is that right? Am I reading? Like, I don't even know how to read this right. Damn, y'all. Thank you. Jeez.
as Solus himself may be,
I was going to be
his
thrilled if we hit
imprisonment of
4
the
digits.
gods was just.
Wow.
To leave them
Thanks,
unchecked
guys.
would have been the very end of Thedas.
We caused this. Nope, wait, there's more again. Oh.
Just to be clear, you know your old friend Solus is actually the Dreadwolf.
So I have come to learn. It rather explains how he knew such a great deal of ancient elven history, and why he became so vexed when I attempted to explain it to him. Whilst I cannot claim the same depth of knowledge, the knowledge I do possess is yours for the asking.
I hope it helps. For all we know, the entire world will look like Demetus Crossing once the gods are through.
This is our fault. When we interrupted Solus's ritual, the gods escaped.
Would those feelings not be better used to put things right?
But how?
Set aside your notions of godhood and see them for the ancient, powerful mages they are. Stand
I like how my mod just said, like, hey, everyone that's ever been banned in Twitch is saying hi on YouTube. Actually, YouTube chat has been pretty great. I've been watching it. But,
Standing against them shall require serious magic of your own. When you interrupted the Dreadwolf's ritual, did you happen across any of the tools he used?
He had a dagger, but it got lost in the chaos.
Then you would do well to find it. 'Tis better in your hands than those of the gods.
thank
Is
you,
there
Paz.
anything else Solus might have had that could help us? We're in his, well, he calls it the lighthouse?
Ah, yes.
Oh.
The legendary sanctum of the Dreadwolf. 'Tis said his Illuvian, the Viravas, could travel to any other Illuvian of his choosing.
That's not how it works right now. It only goes to Arlethan.
I can take a look at it. Maybe fix it even. I know Illuvians better than most.
Any help you can offer, we'd appreciate.
If Illuvians even work the same way, all the magic is different now. Our gods are back. Our gods! And they're killing people and blinding the world. How do we stand up against that?
Real quick, Cohh, is there a setting on your end that allows us to minimize YouTube, but your stream plays minimized? Waz, I have no idea, but I will say, if you're doing that to like get me an extra view, I appreciate it, but just watch wherever you want. Like, it's totally cool. Like, and what you can do, for instance, this is what you can do. You can pop open YouTube, and then you can open Twitch and pop out the Twitch chat. That's what a lot of people are doing. In fact, we might build you a web page for this, where you can just chat on Twitch and watch on YouTube. So it's whatever you guys want to do. Man, I really like the reply feature on YouTube. That's cool. Anyway, okay. Cool. Let's go. Oh, Smithy, we talked about this a little bit earlier, but just to let you know, for the next couple weeks, we're going to do both, and you guys let us know which one you like better. Yep. No, Twitch chat is much better than YouTube chat, but also Twitch chat's been around like many, many more years than YouTube chat. So, also, hey, quick thing before we continue. Credit to YouTube. They reached out to me directly, and they were like, hey, we heard you're streaming on YouTube tomorrow. Do you need any help? And I was like, no, I'm good. And they were like, cool, after you stream, send us feedback. And I was like, you sure? And they were like, yeah. Okay. All right. I mean, I have been streaming on Twitch for 10 years, but okay. But yeah, that was kind of cool of them. That was very cool of them. That was that was very cool. And I'm guessing that had something to do with the fact that I applied for everything last night and all got pushed through this morning. That was very cool of them. Okay, let's see. We work together. I like that one.
None of us can do this alone, but we can stop
They're
them
rizzing
together.
me up. They aren't. It's working.
Lara, you're one of the only people in the world who can get our Illuvian working.
I feel pretty rizzed right now.
Harding can track down the lyrium dagger, and Nev can spot any clues we might miss that give us more information. Let's get to work. There's a lot of fight ahead of us.
Indeed. Prepare yourselves well and have a care in your choices. These are the times in which legends are born or slain. In this battle, I shall render whatever assistance I am able.
Right. Let's move.
Okay. Cool. The end of Twitch is near? Nah, Twitch isn't going anywhere. I mean, unfortunately, YouTube certainly isn't going to get him. If YouTube was going to conquer Twitch, it would have happened under Fwiz. That was the biggest they were ever butting heads. But unfortunately, since then, YouTube has kind of floundered in terms of feature development and other stuff. They're still very behind. They haven't been working in the last couple of years to catch up. So they're kind of just like in this weird holding pattern, which sucks. But hey, they asked me for feedback. So maybe they'll hire me and I'll fix up their whole system.
Gotta be done.
Okay. Let's go. All right, YouTube. You hire CohhCarnage to fix your live streaming service. You give me 5 teams and a blank check. And I'll beat Twitch for you. You just let me know. Okay. Are YouTube streams ad-free? I don't know. I don't know. Everything is on as default, so it's whatever the default options are currently. I certainly didn't set any ads, so yeah, let me know. I have no idea what my ad plan is for YouTube. I don't know what's normal. I don't know what I can do. I don't know what I have to do. So we'll kind of play all that. Oh, you guys did get a pre-roll. Okay. Is there anything out here? I'm gonna look over the side real quick. Man, dude, I have the YouTube stream up and I'm kind of like glancing at it every so often. It looks so good comparatively. Oh my God. It's wild. That's a wild difference. I knew it would be big. I was not expecting it to be that big. Thank you, AMJ. Appreciate that, dude. All right, let's go.
I should have taken the shot.
That would have made things worse.
You don't know that. All you have are guesses.
We're up against something unfamiliar, working with more rumors than facts. Of course, that's all I have.
I should have taken the shot.
Real quick.
If you are building a web page for a combo, any way of combining chats from each platform into a single chat box next to the YT stream, but allowing sign-ins to all platforms. Help keep the community together across multiple platforms?
That's an awesome suggestion, but that would be very difficult because we'd essentially have to build our entire own chat system, which could then plug into all the stuff from each of them, including emotes and sub stuff and all the tracking and the events and all that kind of thing. So it's much easier to import the chats, which you can do. So we could import the chats from each of them, and then we could play YouTube on the left. So you'd have all of them, but not like squished together. And that way we could also keep the features of each of them cogent. There are some options we can use that already do this, but all the ones I looked into have their own issues. So there's not like a golden way to do this yet. I was talking to Maximilian dude a little bit ago, and he is also like, they're good options. Like he's found an option that works, but it has problems. So we're still working on it. It's the TLDR. We're working on it. Yeah. I need to actually ping him again now that we're doing all this stuff. Okay. This one.
We shouldn't be at each other's throats.
I'm not. Nev, I'm not. I don't blame you, or Rook, or anyone.
So just yourself? How's that working out?
Jeez.
Tried to stop the world from being swallowed by chaos, and now it might be swallowed by chaos anyway. Elven gods escaped from their prison, Solus is in your head, and we're scrambling to figure out what to do. And Varric?
Varric knew the risks. He knew what it might cost.
We're still standing. The fight's not over.
You know, I like that about you, Lace. You don't stop fighting. You push for answers and action, while I can get stuck on questions forever.
Well, we need someone who can put the pieces of the puzzle together. We're fighting the unknown.
Exactly. Everyone has a part to play. Varric brought us together because of our strengths. He wanted a team he could rely on. We have to be that team.
Play to our strengths.
And rely on each other.
I think I can manage that.
Then let's find Solus's dagger. It'll be a start.
Okay, first of all, thank you, Barry, for the $10 tip over on YouTube. Welcome to YouTube Streaming Co. Over 3K watching here, so not a bad start for your first stream. Dude, I am baffled. I am baffled by the amount of people watching on YouTube right now. And then we also had Small Time gifting 10 subs. Thank you, dude. Thank you. How many hours is this game? I'm not sure. It's, I've heard it's pretty long. Yep. Subs on YouTube are called memberships. I call them subs. I'm just going to keep calling them that. Yep. I'm sorry. It's going to get too weird if I'm starting to like call out two different. No, they're all subs. That's how it works. Yep. Thank you, Tyler. Have a good one, buddy.
Look,
I can feel lingering magic. Powerful magic.
the dagger was here. Something took it.
All right, let's go.
Darkspawn. Oh no, what if it took the dagger?
Only one way to find out.
That boyo had wings. Oh wait, I'm using mouse and keyboard. Let's do that. Yeah.
Look, there it goes.
Even on a 1080p monitor? Oh, dude, are you serious? Oh, that's rough. That's rough. Oh, it's not doing the sound overlay right now? Thank you, Barry. Barry's working on it. Oh, Ari. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I can't put YouTube tips on the stream yet, but I really appreciate that, Ari. Thank you.
Coming right at us.
Oh, here we go. What are your resists? Vulnerable to magic or fire. Ow. I need a much better, faster way to get my mana back. We were talking about yesterday.
We have to go after that ghoul. Let's get this gate open.
Look up there.
Do I like the new
That
Darkspawn
magical
design?
device.
I think that they specifically said at the beginning of this, when we first saw the Darkspawn, that this is a different kind of Darkspawn. And they are right. In the previous DAs, the Darkspawn has been much more of like a creeping death, where this one feels much more like a Dead Space style biological amalgam. So I do like that aspect. They've turned the Darkspawn into more Dead Spacey, weird mutant things, and I'm kind of okay with that. Yeah, I like the new design. I also like that they didn't retcon the old design, that they specifically said it's different. I'm really glad they didn't do that, because that it's already bad enough with the Kunari. I can't believe they tried that with the Kunari, to be honest. Like, the Kunari do not look better. They look homogenized and they look generic, when they looked awesome and unique. So, yeah, that's definitely too bad.